What's going on, guys? Welcome back. We are back in Roblox Studios once again, sixth part of the series now. Just want to start off this video by kind of showing off some of the new stuff I've been doing. So, off camera, I've been doing a lot of monetizing. So I've added new GUIs. If you see at the top, I now have an auto sell button. So if the user has the auto sell game pass, they can turn on auto sell. And it will sell their coins. It's turned off every time automatically when they join the game, though, just in case like they're going for they're trying to get, when I add leaderboard, if they're trying to get top of the coins leaderboard, if it's set to be on by default every time they join the game, it's going to reset their progress and they're going to get really upset. So I've decided to set it to off by default. I probably could make it like a leader stat and, kind of say if auto sell equals off, then get it to save their toggle, but I ended up not doing that in the end. Today, it's a short little video about doing some more work on the map. A lot of the shop stuff is now done. There's still a lot more to go, but a lot of it is done. A lot of the current stuff, the stuff that's gonna be done in the first, very, very first release of the game, a lot of that stuff's now done. The sell system works, the spawn system works. So I start off by adding some trees. I spent a while looking for. There used to be like an old grass texture that was just like studs. Don't know if anyone remembers it, and it was always used for trees. And I was looking for that for ages, but I couldn't find it. So I went for that kind of smooth look. I am considering changing the base plate to just be smooth plastic as well, just kind of give it that vibe, but I'm not really sure on that yet. So my girlfriend kind of said she wants it to kind of like, because I said like, oh, what should I make the map look like? She recommended a kind of like farm theme. So I was like, yeah, we can kind of run with that. So I kind of wanted to make it like a bit of an orchard kind of area, get a load of trees going in here. So I spent quite a lot of time doing these trees actually. But yeah, I think the series is going really well so far. This is kind of a bit of more basic video. There's no scripting involved in today's video, thank God. It's just a lot of modeling today, which I think this is the first video where I've done just modeling. I've got a lot of those core functions working now. I'm really happy with how they're turning out. So a lot of it is now just becoming GUI design and modeling. That's why I didn't actually record the last video. The last lot of stuff I did, the last few hours of work, just because it was just GUI design and modeling and a few boring scripts about leader stats and everything, and a lot of researching stuff. So it wasn't really entertaining. It wouldn't have been entertaining to watch. It was quite rewarding when it started working though. So if any of you decide to watch, if any of you decide to play the game, you can see how all the systems work. There, and also it's just because I didn't want to really give out the codes that I was using, like the Game Pass codes and the leader stats, the code for the stuff in the scripts. I know they can be publicly accessed, but I was just like, I don't want to risk people copying the script into their own game and then, giving me free money or whatever. No one would ever do that, but just in case, I kind of prefer to keep the monetization stuff private because I don't expect anyone to buy anything on this game, and I don't want to flash in people's face, oh yeah, this is how you spend money in the game, or this is how you spend Robux on the game. That's not what I'm about. So I added some barriers to the map. I accidentally closed Roblox Studios here. I added some barriers to the map, made them invisible, just means people can't run outside the map, which is quite useful, I'm just looking back on this now, and I'm not actually sure if I anchored them, so I need to go back and make sure they're anchored. And then I kind of expanded the base plate a little bit for kind of the background theme. So this is kind of the area that the player won't be able to access, but it kind of just adds to the vibe. So just for this video, I'm going to add more decorations. I think I'm adding like tractors and stuff. But just for decoration for this video, I made some barns, and I just copy and paste them around the map. So one in each corner and one at the end of each pathway. I wasn't fully happy with how it turned out, and it didn't look great, but it's just background stuff. It doesn't really have an effect on the game. And also, it was just there to, kind of make it feel like more than just kind of a just block in the middle of nowhere. So I spent quite a while doing this, getting the roofing sizing correct, and I was just adding a load of lines to the front to make it look like a barn. It was just a lot of work. But yeah, as I say, today was literally just modelling. it's just because I really wanted to work on the game, but I've been very busy recently. So even though like the past 3 episodes they were all recorded on one day, and then I just post them over time. I thought, oh, that gets me ahead. But literally, this video is being posted, like recorded the night before it's being posted. So I'm kind of behind schedule because I've got a lot of stuff going on at the moment. I'm about to go back to work and stuff. So I'm just trying to get videos out daily because the algorithm likes that kind of thing. So yeah, just kind of added some like barn looking doors. Added the lines up here. I just added loads of lines to see what it would look like. Wasn't fully happy with it when it came out, so I was like, right, I need to add something else. So I added a little bit of wood to the front, as you're about to see, because I kind of took a look back and I was like, wow, it looked okay. The problem is because it was just a solid block, I couldn't add any windows really or anything, but it wasn't great. So what I did was I just added some wood stuff, some wooden like supports, kind of just to make it have a little bit more depth and be a little bit less plain. And you know what? It turned out alright. Like it wasn't anything innovative, and it's just there to be in the background. But you know what? I was quite happy with it. I think it came out okay. And I'm not very good at modeling. We all know this.